very, very tough opponent in the Drew Charter Eagles. In other words, it's about to go down here in the home of the Blue Devils at Model High School out here in Shannon, Georgia. We're going to talk over the matchup as we go along in our pregame. Just wanted to welcome you into the broadcast. And we do want to take care of some housekeeping real quick, get this out of the way so we can talk some basketball. But the Georgia High School Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private high schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state competition in 19 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participant safety, and fair play among its member schools. For more information, you can visit GHSA.net. Follow @official GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as well as YouTube. The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their valuable support of high school athletics and activities. Alpha Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Gatorade, Wilson, BSN Sports, Atlanta Hawks, Mizuno, Atlanta Braves, Subway, Sports Medicine South. Also, Atlanta Track Club, NFHS Network, Regions Bank, Max Preps, GoFan, and Georgia Public Broadcasting. And with that said, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors here making it possible for us to be here. We'll start with the live stream. Of course, coverage provided by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, by Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. On the radio side of things tonight, we're happy to have support from Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales of local high school athletics, Sylvan Learning Center, Avery Drugs, Green Jewelers, Rome Orthopedic Center, GNTC, Georgia Northwestern Technical College, Dogwood Books, and Ware Mechanical. Well, we've got about 8 minutes and 50 seconds until the start of tonight's game, so we're going to take a 2.5-minute break. When we come back, we'll start to break down the matchup. It's the Model Blue Devils and the Drew Charter Eagles coming up in just a little bit. We'll break it down after a 2.5-minute break.
Exhausted.
Dude, my to-do list got the best of me. I finally sharpened the blade, trimmed the yard, raked the leaves, and then I mowed.
Yeah, me too.
Get out. You're not even breaking a sweat.
I know. My grasshopper trimmed around the yard, power vacked the leaves, and then mowed. I did all of it without leaving my seat.
I gotta get a grasshopper.
Finish fall cleanup and be ready for winter with a grasshopper mower.
Here we go again.
Access to me means I get to explore and define myself.
Access? That allows me to follow my passion.
For me, it means I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing, helping people.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
All right, we welcome you back live here out in Shannon, Georgia, Model High School, home of the Blue Devils. We get ready for 7AA GHSA State Tournament action here today. First round action from Model High School. The Model Blue Devils set to take on the Drew Charter Eagles. Let's talk about these two teams a little bit. We'll jump in with the Model Blue Devils. They are 20-7 on the season, 12-1, just capped off the region tournament with a region title, their second in a row, so back-to-back titles for the Blue Devils, and a come-from-behind victory as they really dominated essentially three-quarters of that game, won it 73-50 over Rockmart this past Friday. And the Blue Devils are riding a 14-game win streak, a team that we've talked about throughout the course of the season has gotten better every single week of the year and hopefully peaking at the right time. Meanwhile, on the other side, you're looking at a Drew Charter Eagles team. They were the number 4 out of 6AA from Eastlake, Atlanta, Georgia. They are 12-14 on the season, 11-5 in region play. They lost their last couple of games, but don't let that fool you, folks. I'm watching this team warm up right now, and they have some sure enough dudes on this basketball team. We're going to talk about them specifically as we go along throughout our pregame here. But I think that the record for them this year is more of an indicator of inexperience. They're not a very young team, but the guys on the team have not been together for a super long time, and it's taken a little bit of time this year, been inconsistent in terms of getting in a rhythm and things of that nature, according to Kenyatta Bennett, their second-year head coach. And by the way, Bennett was one of the assistant coaches on the team a few years ago that won the Class A Public Championship back in 2022, posting a 31-1 record that year. Their only loss that season was to Grayson. So an unbelievable basketball program. There's no doubt there's a lot of talent on this basketball team, and this is a tough first-round draw here for the Model Blue Devils that they will not be taking for granted. I promise you that. So that's a little bit of information about these two teams. We've got about 4 minutes until we start the basketball game, so we do have a little bit more time to run down a few more things. So we'll stick with Drew Charter here in this particular segment and tell you about a couple of guys. Jaden Haynes, he was a first-time all-region player for them, a 6'3 junior. He did play in the championship a little bit several years ago, and he is where a lot of source of their scoring comes from on this basketball team. So you look for a lot of their offense to run through him. Meanwhile, number 24, Kenyatta Bennett, a 6'2 senior. He was a second-team all-region player. He's more of their facilitator, according to Coach Bennett. And one of the things that I noticed watching some video on him, which was pretty limited to find on the internet earlier today, was that he's a pretty aggressive defender. He also can block some shots, so you get a lot of performance out of him on both sides of the ball. So those are a couple of guys that we'll talk about. As far as other guys that were on that state championship team, although did not play, you've got Gabe Bevins as well as Kenneth Scott. They were on that team, so they were around that culture. They know what it takes to win in tournament-type situations. Even though they didn't play that year, they were definitely on the bench and was a part of that team. So that's one of those situations where you take that experience that you take from watching the other guys and you bring it with you into these tournament situations. So I really expect we're going to have a highly competitive basketball game here tonight. Fans are still filtering in. It's going to be a great crowd and atmosphere, and we're really looking forward to bringing you coverage. Well, we're going to go ahead and take one more timeout, 2.5-minute break. We'll come back for starting lineups and tip-off after these messages.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
They call it Mo Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mo Day.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Access allows me to do what I've always dreamed of, and that is helping people.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
Welcome back into Model High School. We are live here on WLAQ AM 1410, 96.9 FM, or online at WLAQ1410.com, or you may be watching the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Welcome back in, everybody. We're going to give you the national anthem here in just a couple of moments, and then after that, it will be time for starting lineups and the tip-off of tonight's game with the Model Blue Devils hosting the Drew Charter Eagles here in the 7AA first round of the state playoffs. Here's the national anthem. Get started with this ball game. We'll go ahead and tell you that the winner of this game is going to go on to face the winner of the Union County Eagles Landing Christian game, and we'll keep up with that as we go along if we're able to get some scores on that one. But we're going to start with the Drew Charter Eagles, and they will start with number 3, Kenneth Scott. He's a 6'1" senior on this team, so brings a little bit of experience here to the table. Number 4, Niles Dobson, a 6'4" junior. Also in the starting lineup for the Drew Charter Eagles, number 5, Torrance Sturdivant, a 6'2" junior. Number 24, Kenyatta Bennett, a 6'2" senior. And rounding out the starting 5 here for the Drew Charter Eagles is going to be number 33, Jaden Haynes, a 6'3" junior. Their head coach is Kenyatta Bennett in his second year as the head coach for the Eagles. However, he has been with the program for about 5 or 6 years and was an assistant on the staff in which they won the Class A Public Championship back in 2022. And as we mentioned in the pregame, if you didn't hear it, that year they posted a 31-1 record with their only loss to Grayson. Now, we're going to move on to the 7AA championship team, back-to-back, Model Blue Devils. And we will start with number 11 rather, Stevie Dallas, a 5'9" junior guard. Number 14, Noah Travis, a 5'10" junior. Number 15, Riley Chapman, a 5'5" senior. Number 23, Chase Allen, a 6'5" junior. And number 33, Jeremiah Hurd, a 6'9" senior. We talked a lot about Drew Charter in our opening segment of the pregame, get you acquainted with them. But now let's talk about the Blue Devils. Jeremiah Hurd and Chase Allen, first team all-region players. Second team all-region players, Stevie Dallas and Noah Travis in the starting lineup. And then, of course, Riley Chapman, who's been unbelievable for this team. So a great starting five, a lot of depth with this model Blue Devils team. They run 10, 11 guys deep. Everybody gets involved and contributes to the team. So I think that's one of the things that we may see show up at some point of this particular matchup, although I really do think we're in store for a really great basketball game today. Well, they will get lined up in the circle. Chase Allen is going to tip off against Niles Dobson here for the Drew Charter Eagles, and we're just about to be underway as the official walks out to the floor here. Put the ball in the air. Model's going to be in their white home uniforms with black letters and numbers and blue trim. Meanwhile, Drew Charter's here in their black uniforms with gold letters and numbers and trim. And Model wins the tip. They've got the ball to start the game. Noah Travis fakes, sends it up top to Stevie Dallas. Dallas with it, backs up, resets the offense. Now on to Chase Allen, surveys the floor, gives it back to Stevie. Tight coverage on defense right now from Drew Charter. Here's Chase Allen challenging at the rim and gets it through. Now Chase Allen in the region championship the other day notched 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. It was an unbelievable team effort, but what a great performance from Chase Allen. Drew Charter with the ball on the other side of the floor. Going to work it out around the perimeter, trying to find an open look. They kick it out to the left wing side. Drew Charter with the basketball, trailing 2-0 as Model just opened up the scoring on the other end just moments ago. Drew with the ball, long three ball in the air. That's off the back of the rim, won't fall. Rebound goes to Jeremiah Hurd, and the Blue Devils are going to bring it back the other way with a 2-0 lead, trying to build on that. Noah Travis, Chase Allen to the left wing side to Stevie Dallas, back to Noah. Now on to Jeremiah Hurd, flings it across, back to Stevie Dallas. They reverse it the other way, get it to Riley Chapman. He's in front of the Drew bench. Now Noah Travis fires the three. That's off the side of the rim and poked out of bounds by Chase Allen, and it's coming back to Drew. So it's 2-0. Model on top here playing at home. 6:45 left to go in the first quarter. High school hoops playoff style on WLAQ and the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Here comes Drew Charter on the other end. Kenyatta Bennett with the ball in his hands, flings it across to the near side. Now back up to the top of the key. They get it to Jaden Hames. He's their scorer. He's going to send it off to the left wing side, being guarded by Noah Travis. Now back out, thought about the three. He's going to drive, flings it out to the perimeter. Wide open three on the way, and that one's through. Good looking shot from Kenneth Scott. That's their first bucket of the game, and with that, Drew Charter takes the lead. It's 3-2. Riley Chapman with it on the right wing corner in front of the Drew Charter bench. Now back out to Noah Travis, on to Chase Allen at the top of the key. Back over to Noah, thought about the three, had second thoughts. Working his way around midcourt, sends it to Stevie Dallas on the left wing side. Now a high post to Jeremiah Hurd. Back to Dallas on the left wing, going to drive the lane, picks up his dribble, needs some help. Gets it across to Riley Chapman on the right wing, back up top to Stevie. Good ball movement. Noah Travis for three, and that one's off the mark. Here is the putback from Chase Allen. It's through. He's got both buckets from Model, and Model regains the lead, 4-3. 5:39 left to go here in the first quarter. We got a lot of action already. Nobody here is surprised by that. This is a good basketball team visiting Model tonight. They go inside, little runner goes in and out. Jeremiah is there to ensure that it's a one-and-done trip for Drew Charter, and the Blue Devils get it back the other way. In the forecourt, Stevie Dallas has got it on the left wing, sends it into the corner on that left wing side to Noah Travis. Now Stevie Dallas with the ball is going to work his way down to the paint. A kick out to a wide open, well, I thought he was wide open. Defender came in and blocked the shot from Riley Chapman, but Stevie Dallas came out with it. Now Dallas tries the three. That one's going to bang high off the back of the rim. Riley Chapman with a big rebound. Here is Chase Allen with the ball, going to work in the paint, rolls it in. Chase Allen with 3 buckets. Model leads it 6-3. 4:50 left to go first quarter. Bringing it up the floor is Kenyatta Bennett for the Drew Charter Eagles visiting Shannon tonight. Bennett sends it on to Jaden Haynes. Now on to the left wing side they go. Now back to Haynes. He's in front of the Model bench. Now back up top to Bennett. Bennett drives off to the right wing side, being guarded by Stevie Dallas. Going to work inside, tries to get it down low, flings off a player and out of bounds. It's coming back to the Blue Devils as it was tipped by Torrance Sturdivant. So Chase Allen to trigger it in motion here for the Blue Devils. Stevie Dallas going to bring it up the floor, getting some instruction from Coach Travis as the Blue Devils bring it into the forecourt. Chase Allen turns, fires back out to Stevie Dallas. An open three and through. Stevie Dallas with his first bucket of the game, and the Blue Devils lead grows to 6, 9-3. We're almost halfway through the first quarter. Here comes Drew Charter on the other end of the floor in the hands of Jaden Haynes. Haynes being guarded by Stevie Dallas. They set a pick, send it to the right wing side. Going to drive up towards the top of the key with Kenneth Scott. Now feeds it up to the top, and that's Haynes. Haynes going to work his way towards the paint, feeds it outside, trying to get a perimeter shot. Tough defense here from the Blue Devils. No look there, so he's going to drive the lane. A block shot, but also a blocking foul that's going to go against Jeremiah Hurd with some contact there. And we're going to see free throws coming up here for Kenneth Scott, who has all the points so far in this game for Drew Charter. Knocked down a 3 early in the first quarter. 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. Model 9, Drew 3. So 2 free throws coming up for Kenneth Scott. He knocks down the first, gets ready for a second. That cuts it to a 5-point ball game as John Mason checks into the game for Jeremiah Hurd. So right now on the floor for the Blue Devils, you've got Mason, also Noah Travis, Stevie Dallas, Riley Chapman, and Chase Allen. At the free throw line for Drew Charter, Kenneth Scott fires up another free throw shot, and that one goes right through. Nice touch on the free throws, both of them. And now it's a 4-point ball game. Model still in the lead, 9-5 rather. Noah Travis sends it up top to Stevie Dallas. Dallas looking for somebody cutting near the bucket. Nobody there, so he's going to find Noah Travis. Riley Chapman tried to bounce it right back to Travis. It got picked off, so here comes Drew Charter on the other end. Defense gets back quick, and there's a whistle and a foul against Chase Allen. Wants an explanation from the official there. Didn't think there was any contact. Thought he had held his position well, but the call was made, and now we're going to see Niles Dobson going to the free throw line, shooting 2 here for the Eagles. So Dobson, the 6'4" junior, is at the free throw line for the first time, and that's the 3rd made free throw for Drew Charter in this basketball game in a row. They're 3 for 3, and that cuts it to a 3-point ball game. 9-6 is your score with 3:14 left to go in the first. Second shot, that one rims out. Their first miss from the free throw line. The ball is knocked out of bounds, but by Drew Charter. And we'll get ready for the Blue Devils to inbound the ball, but not before a substitution, as Bryson Denson, who had a great region tournament, checks into the game for Riley Chapman. As a matter of fact, in the semifinal game, he picked up 21 points and was a key cog in that victory to get the Blue Devils to the championship game that happened on Friday night, in which they won 73-50. Stevie Dallas has got the ball at the top of the key. He'll back up, reset the offense for the Blue Devils with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Noah Travis fires the 3. It caroms off the rim, but there's Chase Allen trying to clean it up. Missed the putback, misses a tip-in. Denson there with an opportunity. That one rattles off the rim, gets his own rebound, misses the putback. Chase misses again. The ball rolls out of bounds, and a foul is going to be called against number 5, Torrance Sturdivant of Drew Charter. So it's staying with the Blue Devils with 2:42 left to go in the first period, with Model leading this thing 9-6. Stevie Dallas, the trigger man, surveys the floor, is going to feed it in to Noah Travis on the right wing. Noah dribbles, sends it over back to Stevie Dallas now on the left wing side. Stevie Dallas going to drive, spins around as he starts to move towards the paint, trying to back his way in and forces the shot, misses. Thought that Chase Allen was going to get a rebound. Drew Charter came out with it. Here they go the other way. They'll stop, send it back out around the perimeter, back up, reset their offense here late in the first quarter. Little runner, and that is through. That'll be the second field goal there for Kenneth Scott. He's got the majority of the points for Drew Charter. It's a 1-point ball game. Model clings to a 1-point lead. 9-8 your score. Chase Allen with the ball, going to feed it off to Noah Travis, puts up the 3. That one's off the side of the rim. Didn't quite get squared up for that one. Didn't have his feet set up. And now the ball is coming back to Drew Charter after a foul is going to be called against the Blue Devils. And Chase Allen is going to go take a seat as he's picked up 2 quick fouls, and a timeout's going to be called by Drew Charter. So that'll give us a chance to catch our breath. We're under the 2-minute mark, 1:56 left to go, first period. Model 9, Drew Charter 8. We're back in 30 seconds.
Access that allows me to follow my passion.
Blue Devils up 9-8 over the Drew Charter Eagles here in the 7AA state tournament. First round action for you on WLAQ and Northwest Georgia Media. Drew Charter going to bring it up the floor out of the timeout. They had just called the timeout in the hands of Haynes. Haynes going to try to work around to the left side. Here's a long three ball on the way. That one's going to rim out. Mason is there to pull down the rebound there for the model Blue Devils. Gives it off to Noah Travis, who's going to bring it up the floor and into the forecourt. Travis crosses over the center court line, try to lob a pass. It gets picked off. Good defense there by Drew Charter. They're going to bounce it across over to Dobbs. Now they try to feed it down low. It goes out of bounds, but it's going to be tipped last by the Blue Devils. So it's staying with Drew Charter on their end of the floor. And with this possession, they've got an opportunity to try to take their first lead here of the ball game. Drew Charter surveys the floor, going to fire a dart inside to the round of the perimeter. Drew Charter with the basketball will back up, set up the offense. They're going to send it over to the left wing side, and Bennett, now they go down low, kick it out. There's a three ball on the way. That one's off the side of the rim. Ball is loose, picked up by Stevie Dallas. Good job tracking that one down. Dallas going to bring it up the floor here for the Blue Devils. He's across the center court stripe, shaded towards the far side. Now he's going to work his way off towards the right wing, lobs it underneath to Jeremiah Hurd, bangs his way in, misses the shot, and the ball goes back to Drew. Tracking it down was number 24, Bennett. They go underneath, and there's an easy layup for Kenneth Scott underneath, and he is having a major first quarter here for Drew Charter. Bryson Denson with it for Model, out to John Mason. He'll drive into the lane, tries to lay it in, misses the shot. Here comes Drew Charter underneath, and another easy layup in transition. And I tell you, Drew Charter's got some speed on him. If they can get the ball in transition, they've been beating the Blue Devils back down the floor and finding those layups there with Kenneth Scott. He is quick. 12-9 your score. Drew Charter on top. John Mason with the ball, sends it up top to Stevie Dallas. Dallas on to Noah Travis on the left wing, going to drive baseline, goes underneath. Feeds it back out to a wide open Stevie Dallas, misses the shot. A defensive breakdown there. Frustrated Coach Bennett there for Drew Charter, left Stevie wide open. Unfortunately for the Blue Devils, could not make the shot, and a traveling is called on the other end. It's coming back to the Blue Devils. Boy, you don't get a chance to breathe in this one. Tons of action. What a game so far. Drew Charter 12, Model 9, 2.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Stevie Dallas takes the inbound pass. 1 second, a heave from three-quarters court, and that goes off the side of the rim, and that's the end of your first quarter with Drew leading it over Model 12-9. Let's send it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Blue Devils trailing the Drew Charter Eagles 12-9 here as we start our second quarter of the basketball game. Drew Charter's going to bring it out to start the second quarter with possession of the basketball. Haynes has got it for them. He's going to send it over to Scott, who's had an unbelievable first part of this basketball game. Back over to Haynes. Fakes, has the ball in his hand, sends it up top, gets it to Kendrick Myers. Myers back onto the left wing side. Going to send it in the corner of the left wing. Picked off by Stevie Dallas. One pass too many. The heave down low to John Mason off the glass and a transition bucket for the Blue Devils. That's going to cut it to a 1-point ball game. Drew on top, 12-11, 7:26 left to go in the first half. Drew on the other end with it. He will fake the pass to the left. Now picks up his dribble. Is going to send it up to the top of the key. Gets it over to Myers. Myers back around to Bevins. Bivens is going to send it back. Now he goes inside. Nice give and go. Shot is going to be missed. Jeremiah Hurd gets the rebound, and the Blue Devils will come back the other way. Across the timeline goes Noah Travis. Travis on to Riley Chapman, a dart over to the left wing side of John Mason, going to break for the baseline, spins around, shakes off the defender, misses the shot though. The rebound goes back to Haynes. He wants to work fast, goes coast to coast and lays it in. I got to tell you, this Drew Charter team is getting those transition buckets in this basketball game. That's one of the difficulties here for Model's defense. 6:34 left to go in the first half. Right now, Drew leads it by 3, 14-11. The lob underneath from John Mason to Jeremiah Hurd is going to be deflected out of bounds by Drew Charter, so it's going to stay with the Blue Devils. I was talking with Coach Jacob Travis yesterday. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. We got some action going here. But Stevie Dallas is surveying the floor, going to lob it into Jeremiah Hurd. He's going to fire it out to John Mason, who cuts into the lane, spins around, and travels. No doubt he shuffled his feet in the lane, and that's going to be a turnover. It's coming back to the Eagles. But one of the things that Coach Travis pointed out about this Drew Charter team is how they battle from the very beginning of the ball game until the end. So you're going to have to give it 100% throughout the entire game. Of course, you can say the same thing about this Blue Devils team. So felt like we would be in for a really, really scrappy battle here between these two teams, a real fight. And that's what we've had so far in this game. Right now, Drew Charter is on top 14-11 over the Blue Devils with 6:10 left to go here in the first half. Drew Charter with the basketball in front of the Model bench, working from left to right on your radio dial. They're going to send it to the high post, and they lose the ball. It's poked loose by Mason, picked up by Stevie Dallas. He's got it, and he is looking for Mason, going to find Chapman in the left wing corner. 3 ball is going to carry him off the rim, and is going to be poked out of bounds by Drew Charter's number 5, Torrance Sturdivant. And the Blue Devils will inbound the ball underneath their own basket with 25 seconds left on the shot clock. The lob inside of Jeremiah, bangs it off the glass, misses the shot, but he gets fouled, and we're going to see the first free throw attempts here for the Blue Devils in the ball game. They're going to be from the big fella, Jeremiah Hurd, first team all-region player who has really grown into his role over the course of his seasons as a Model Blue Devil. That one's going to rattle off the rim, and he'll get ready for a second free throw with the Blue Devils down 14-11 at home in the first round. This is not your typical number 4 seed. Very, very tough region, that 6AA. There are some really good basketball teams that battle throughout the course of the season. Second free throw attempt is through for Jeremiah. That cuts it to a 2-point deficit for the Blue Devils as Drew Charter brings the ball up the floor. So the Eagles work it into the forecourt. They shade towards the left wing side. Now go up to the top of the key with a pass. Ball batted down. Good deflection by John Mason on defense, getting his hands in there. They're going to fire a 3 that is missed. Jeremiah Hurd, boy, he was not going to be denied getting the rebound of that basketball game. Getting that rebound here in the basketball game, you better get out of his way. Riley Chapman's got the ball now on the far side near the logo. Now back up towards midcourt. Picks up his dribble, needs some help, gets it off to Noah Travis. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Blue Devils working. Travis with the ball. He is covered up. Going to give it off to Mason. You got to tip your cap to this defense here from Drew Charter as they nearly steal it away. Riley Chapman to Denson. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Dallas fires an awkward shot. It's missed. Coming down with a rebound is Haynes for Drew Charter. They want to work fast. 2 passes. They get it down low. Miss the shot, but collect their own rebound. They kick it out to the top of the key for an open 3. That one rattles off the rim. And finally, the Blue Devils are able to get the rebound from Jeremiah Hurd, and they come back the other way. Stevie Dallas with it on the left wing side, trying to work around a screen set by Jeremiah Hurd. He sends the ball right to Jeremiah, flings it to Noah Travis. 3 ball in the air. That one's going to go in and out. Rebound taken by Drew Charter. Quick jump shot on the way, and that one is through. That was Ty Sellis in his first bucket of the game, and Drew Charter has got a 4-point lead, 16-12. We're almost halfway through the second quarter of the ball game. Stevie Dallas on to Noah Travis, sends it right wing side to John Mason. Mason up top to Dallas, fakes the 3-point shot, dribbles between his legs 2 times, backs his way into the paint. He's between 2 defenders, needs some help, gets it to Noah Travis on the left wing side. Noah gonna lob it underneath, gets it to Hurd, to a cutting Mason, off the glass and through. Wow, what a feed, what a shot, what a finish, and the Blue Devils cut it back to a 2-point ball game. That was a great offense there by the Blue Devils. Three ball on the way on the other side, bangs high off the rim. Picking up the long rebound was Riley Chapman. Noah Travis has got it now for the Blue Devils. He'll bring it over into the forecourt. Works his way off towards the right wing side near the logo in front of the Eagles bench. Right now he's going to drive towards the top of the key. Nearly lost it, but gets the pass over to Stevie Dallas. Dallas being guarded by Haynes. Trying to work his way around. He'll back up, reset the offense for the Blue Devils. Works around a screen from Mason, trying to get away from Haynes. Does! Puts it up off the glass and through. What a move by Stevie Dallas. Great pick set by the offense and set up a nice play, and they were able to capitalize and tie up the ball game at 16 apiece. Blue Devils and Eagles tonight. What a good one so far. Block shot by Jeremiah Hurd. Rebound tracked down by John Mason. Gives it off to Riley Chapman. Across the timeline he goes. Gives it off to Noah Travis. Travis dribbles on the logo at midcourt. Gets it underneath to Jeremiah Hurd. Backs his way in, won't be denied. Jeremiah Hurd with a big bucket, and the Blue Devils regain the lead, 18-16. 2:27 left to go in the half. What a first half of basketball, folks, here in the first round. Model Blue Devils hosting Drew Charter. They're going to send it to the left wing side. Drew with the basketball. They're going to bounce it to the top of the key, and Haynes. Haynes is going to stop at the free throw line. Pop, misses the shot. Jeremiah Hurd gets the board and gives it right over to Noah Travis, who will bring it up the floor. Passes it with a dart over to Riley Chapman on the right wing side. He's looking for Jeremiah, finds him underneath, tries to bang it in off the glass. He gets fouled, so we're going to see Jeremiah going back to the charity stripe here in this basketball game. Foul's going to be on Ty Sellis of the Drew Charter Eagles, and now Jeremiah Hurd at the free throw line for the second time, shooting 50% so far in this game. We're just under the 2-minute mark of the first half. First free throw for him on this trip is through. Chase Allen, who has 2 fouls and has sat a good portion here of the basketball game so far after picking up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Well, he's going to check back into the game, and also Owen Mathis enters the game, I believe, for the first time for Mathis. Second shot, that one's through for Jeremiah. He's 3 of 4 from the charity stripe in the first half, and the Blue Devils have a 4-point lead. 20-16 is your score. Drew Charter across the timeline. Going to pass to the top of the key. Now to the right wing side they go. With the ball is going to be Bennett. Bennett going to lob it across, gets it over to Haynes. Their 2 best players passing the ball back and forth. Now they go up top. Going to send it back over to Haynes. 3 ball in the air, and that one's through. You could tell as soon as that ball left his hand, it was online and had some good rotation, and that one was no doubt going to go through. Denson on the other side. That one bangs off the side of the rim. He gets the ball back, though. Here's Jeremiah, banks it off the glass. Can't get it to go, but he's going back to the charity stripe. So Jeremiah Hurd doing a great job in the paint here, drawing the contact, getting to the free throw line, and so far he's shooting at a 75% clip. 1:22 left to go here in the first half of the game. We got a 1-point game after the made 3 on the other end from Drew Charter. It's 20-19, and the first free throw of this pair is going to be missed by Jeremiah Hurd. He'll get ready for a second. Jeremiah at the free throw line goes through his routine, puts up the shot, he makes it, and that makes it a 21-19 game as Thomas Patterson is going to check into the game for Jeremiah, and he'll take a breather over on the sidelines, catch his breath perhaps for the rest of the first half. We've got 1:17 left to go in the half. We're going to work it towards the top of the key. Now to the right wing side, trying to feed it into the corner. Goes off the fingertips of Drew Charter's number 4. Niles Dobson couldn't handle the pass, so it's coming back to the Blue Devils. On the floor right now for the Blue Devils, you've got Chase Allen, who just inbounded the ball to Noah Travis. You've also got Owen Mathis, Thomas Patterson, and Bryson Denson. Owen Mathis with the ball, sends it to Noah Travis, on to Chase Allen. Allen at the top of the key, going to send it left to Bryson. Bryson Denson back up top to Owen. Owen on the logo right now in front of the Drew Charter bench. Gives it to Chase Allen, wanting to drive, backs his way in, puts up the little hook shot, missed. Here's the putback for Thomas Patterson. It's missed. And a couple looks for the Blue Devils and missed. And now Drew Charter's got the ball with 37 seconds left to go here in the first half, trailing by 2 points to the Model Blue Devils. Here's a long 3 ball on the way, and that one caroms off the rim. Drew Charter's able to track down the rebound with their quickness. Now they've got it out around the perimeter. Shot clock is turned off. 20 seconds. It looks like the Eagles may fight for the last shot here of the half, trailing 21-19 to the Blue Devils. as Drew Charter plays here on the road. In the hands of Kenyatta Bennett. Bennett on the right wing, going to drive into the paint. A kick out, 3-ball on the way, and that one is through. 3 seconds on the clock. That was Haynes with the ball. Long shot from Noah Travis from just beyond half court. And that one did not have a chance. So going into the locker room, Drew Charter is going to have a 1-point lead after the made three just before the buzzer from Jaden Haynes, their best scorer on the team. And Drew is going to lead this thing 22-21 over the Model Blue Devils. It's officially halftime. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 2.5-minute break. We'll come back with a halftime show after these messages on WLAQ and Northwest Georgia Media.
Introducing the new Onward high-performance lithium-ion personal transportation vehicle from Club Car. When it comes to style, power, and performance, look no further. The Onward HP lithium-ion exceeds expectations with impressive hill climbing performance and high-power acceleration. No other vehicle in the industry can compete. Our automotive quality, self-contained battery is protected by a corrosion-resistant and watertight steel case. This state-of-the-art battery is maintenance-free. And with an industry-leading 6-year battery warranty, you can rest easy knowing your Onward HP lithium-ion is ready when you are. Welcome to the next era of Club Car innovation.
Access to me means I get to explore and define myself.
Access? That allows me to follow my passion.
For me, it means I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing, helping people.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service.
Well, it's halftime out here in Shannon, Georgia at the home of the Blue Devils. We're at Model High School tonight inside Woodard Gymnasium to bring you live coverage of the GHSA State Tournament AA. I keep wanting to say 7AA. That's the region that Model comes out of, facing 6AA Drew Charter Eagles. And at halftime, Drew has a narrow lead. 22-21 is your score here at halftime. We're going to break down the scoring. The Drew Charter Eagles would outscore Model in the first quarter 12-9. The Blue Devils would return the favor there in the second quarter, outscoring Drew 12-10. A really back and forth first half and just a great basketball game so far played by both teams. A lot of effort on both sides, a lot of talent on these two ball teams. This is not your typical 1 versus 4 type of situation, no question about it. These are two excellent basketball teams squaring off here in the first round. And we'll break down the scoring there. We'll start with the Model Blue Devils, who trail right now by 1. 4 points for John Mason. You got 5 points from Stevie Dallas, 6 points apiece for Chase Allen and also Jeremias Hurd. And as far as 3-point shots, Model was only able to make one of those there in the first half. That was Stevie Dallas early in the contest. And from the free throw line, only person that's been to the free throw line here in the ball game for the Blue Devils was Jeremias Hurd, doing a great job underneath getting contact and getting to the free throw line, where he was 3 of 5 there in the first half of the ball game. So certainly a lot of effort there from both teams. The Drew Charter Eagles, they would pick up 2 points from Ty Sellis, 1 point from Niles Dobson, player that's typically their leading scorer. Took a little time for him to get going. Jaden Hames, he scored 8 points, all of those in the second quarter. And again, he's a first-team all-region player. But their leading scorer today is senior Kenneth Scott. He had a great first quarter, scored 11 points in that quarter, and was pretty quiet there in the second quarter of the ball game. But he's the leading scorer in the game for both teams. So with that said, again, Model trails this basketball game by a score of 22-21 here at halftime. So we are super glad that you are with us. We do want to let you know that the girls won the game yesterday, in case you hadn't heard, 67-37 over Therrell Lady Panthers. It was a close game for about 5 minutes, and then the Lady Blue Devils took over, and their opponent coming up in the second round of the playoffs is going to be a road contest over at Banks County. Banks County's the number 5 team in the state. Out of AA, they had their way against their opponent yesterday. Won that game 70-something to 17. I forget what the final score in that one was. I forgot to write it down. But regardless, it was very decisive. And so Model's going to go on the road for what should be a really great ball game coming up on Friday. And we're planning to go there and bring you live coverage on the radio coming up Friday evening, depending on how everything shakes out here. Details forthcoming. But we got about 4 minutes until we start the second half of this ball game. Again, Drew Charter on top of Model here. Don't go anywhere, folks. 22-21 is your score. Eagles on top of the Blue Devils at halftime. Let's step out for 2.5 minutes. We'll be back for more at halftime from Woodard Gymnasium.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
They call it Mo Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mo Day.
Tough battle taking place out tonight at Woodard Gymnasium, and right now at halftime, the Model Blue Devils trail the Drew Charter Eagles 22-21, and we'll get you ready for the start of the second half in just a couple of moments. And if you're just joining us, we welcome you into the broadcast, whether you're listening on the radio at 96.9 FM, 1410 a.m. or online at WLAQ1410.com, or if you're watching on the live stream produced by Northwest Georgia Media. Let's real quick recognize the crew involved in the broadcast tonight while we got a moment. You've got Clay Hardacre and Braden Holder on the midcourt cameras. Sideline cameras tonight, Isabella Chafin and Jesse Vitello. Director is Mike Garrett. Replay is Nathan Patterson. PA announcer is Grayson Atkins. Commentary provided tonight by WLAQ in partnership with Northwest Georgia Media. I'm Matt Davis with a play-by-play story. And back at the studio at the Footman Alto, Lynn Butler is holding things down back at WLAQ. We appreciate everybody involved. It takes quite a team to pull off one of these broadcasts, whether it's the video stream or the radio, and we certainly appreciate everybody pitching in and doing their part so we can bring you the best coverage possible of model high school hoops and tournament coverage here tonight. And if we have any people from Drew Charter tuning in to the radio or the live stream, we welcome you in. Hopefully we're not being too biased tonight. We want this to be something that you can enjoy as well. And you got a fine ball team here tonight. They're giving the Model Blue Devils some fits. Riley Chapman's got the ball. They're going to send it to Stevie Dallas up top. Now over to Riley on the left wing side. Works it around to Stevie. Stevie trying to get around a screen set by Jeremiah's. Three ball in the air, and that was going to rim out. Riley Chapman Noah Travis got the rebound, sent it to Riley Chapman, and bottom for the three. Riley Chapman knocks one down. That's a big bucket to give Model the lead, 24-22. Drew Charter brings it down the other side of the floor, working right to left this time. They're in front of their own bench on the logo. Right now with it is Haynes. Haynes going to bounce it to a teammate. That's going to be Dodson. He'll stop, send it back up to the top of the key. Haynes fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. He's a dangerous shooter. Chase Allen is there to track down the rebound. Blue Devils bring it back the other way, left to right. We're under the 7-minute mark here of the third quarter. I have a feeling this one's going to go down to the wire. Pass to the right wing side over to Stevie Dallas. Noah Travis working around a screen set by Jeremiah. Works that left wing side. He's going to fire up top to Chase Allen. Drives into the lane. Tries to lay it in. Misses the scoop layup. Rebound's going to go to Dobson here of Drew Charter. They go back the other way. Work it underneath. Challenging underneath. A block from Jeremiah Hurd. And it's blocked out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Drew Charter. Model leads at 24-22 with 6:33 left to go. When we get done with our broadcast of Model Hoops tonight on the radio end, we're going to join Georgia Tech Hoops in Progress. They're hosting Clemson tonight, and we'll probably catch all of the second half, maybe the halftime show of that one. So we probably missed most of the first half, the way I look at it. They're going to drive inside, lays it off the glass, misses the shot. And let's see what the call. Oh, they're going to say it's off on Drew Charter. The fans on the other side protest. I could see that one going either way. May get another look at that, but nonetheless, the call's going to stand. Stevie Dallas is going to bring it up the floor here for the Blue Devils after taking the inbound pass from Chase Allen. Now it's going to send it to the left wing side to Riley Chapman. Right now, Model leads it by 2, by the way. 6:04 left. Noah Travis fires the three, misses the shot. Tracking down the rebound was Jeremiah's. Nice feed underneath to Chase Allen. Couldn't get the shot, but he does draw the contact. We're going to see Chase Allen go into the free throw line here for the first time of the ball game. As we pointed out to you earlier in the pregame, Chase Allen knocks down 30 points in that region championship game, had 12 rebounds and 5 assists. That young man had a ball game. That one's going to rattle in. Chase has got 7 points in this one after making that free throw. He's got one more coming up, and Model has got a 3-point lead. I think the largest lead of the game for either team's been 4 points, unless I'm badly mistaken. That one's going to go through. Model knocks that one down. Good job by Chase Allen, and that's going to bring it to a 4-point lead for the Blue Devils. Bringing it up the floor is Drew Charter into the hands of Haynes. Haynes going to try to work around a screen, sends it back out to Bennett. He's going to try to fire it to the left wing side. It's picked off by Noah Travis. Good job staying with it. Gives it off to Stevie Dallas. Back to Travis. Corner three on the way and through. He was wide open and knocks it down. Noah Travis, his first bucket of the game is a big one. And Model has a 29-22 lead, a 7-point lead. And Coach Bennett's going to call a timeout for Drew Charter. We're going to do the same. We're back in 30 seconds.
Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
Well, Model has opened up the start of the second half with an 8-0 run, so it's going to be interesting to see how Drew Charter responds to this run here for the Blue Devils, because this is the most adversity that the Eagles have faced in this particular contest. So when I was talking to Drew Charter's coach, Kenyatta Bennett, one of the things that he pointed out about this team is that they're not young in terms of age, but they are a pretty inexperienced team, and that's reflected when you look at the record. This team's got the talent. They're just still trying to pull everything together. Drew Charter across the timeline, 5:25 left to go in the third quarter. They work it off to the left wing side, now send it up top. They get it to their leading scorer, not in this game, but typically most games, and that's Haynes. Now they're going to get over to Bennett. They feed it underneath. Now kick out to Bennett. Open three for him, and that one's going to bang high off the rim. Chase Allen is there to track down the rebound. Here comes Noah Travis bringing it up the floor. He will circle back around, goes off to the left side as he crosses the midcourt stripe. Gives it to Allen, now on to Riley Chapman. Chapman fires a crisp pass up top to Allen. Now on to Stevie Dallas on the right wing side. Fakes, now sends it up top. A nice pass inside to Allen from Jeremiah's Hurd, and he gets the finish. Nope. No bucket there for the Blue Devils. They will inbound underneath their own basket. They send it to Riley Chapman, now to Chase Allen at the high post. He will back up around the perimeter, going to send it over to Noah Travis. 4:40 left to go in the quarter. Three balling away from Riley Chapman is a miss. Rebound picked up by Jaden Haynes here for the Eagles. Going to put up a quick two, and he knocks that shot down. That was a good-looking shot there by Haynes. He now has 10 points in the ball game. That cuts it to a 5-point game in favor of the Blue Devils. 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. Noah Travis with the ball in front of the Model bench. They're going to work it around to Chase Allen. He drives off towards the right wing, backs up near the logo. Sends it up top here to Stevie Dallas. He backs up, resets the offense with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Around a screen set by Jeremiah's Hurd. Now on to Chase Allen. Contested three. That bounces off the rim. Trying to put it back was Jeremiah's Hurd. Ball's going to be picked up by Drew Charter. Here they come back the other way across the timeline. Driving with the ball. They're going to feed it into the post. Now try to kick it out. They get it out to Haynes. Now back up top. They're going to go to Kenneth Scott. Scott's going to feed it around to Bennett. Now to a cutting Scott. Goes in, challenges the big guy, gets blocked. But cleaning it up is going to be Torrance Sturdivant with his first bucket of the game, and it's a timely one. Model leads at 29-26. They led by as many as 7 here after starting the second half with an 8-0 run. 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Stevie Dallas, the feed underneath to Jeremiah's Hurd. Can't bang it in off the glass, but he does get the contact. And we're going to see Hurd going back to the free throw line. Right now, Jeremiah's Hurd has 3 made free throws out of 5 attempts. And in this ball game, Jeremiah's has got 6 points. He's going to be at the free throw line for the first time of the third quarter. First shot on the way, and that one's going to bang off the back of the rim and rattles off. Sub into the game here for Riley Chapman and the Blue Devils. Checking in as Bryson Denson, and checking in for Drew Charter is going to be Gabe Bevins. Here's the shot from Jeremiah. He knocks him down. He hasn't missed 2 in a row in this game yet. Model 30, Drew Charter 26. Good ball game. 3:22 left to go in the third quarter. Drew's got it on the left wing side, drives baseline. Here's a quick shot from the right hand. It's going to be missed by Bivens. Rebound's going to go to the Blue Devils, so it's a one-and-done trip there for Drew Charter. They're going to fire it into the corner to Stevie Dallas, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul that's going to go against Kenneth Scott of the Drew Charter Eagles. So Chase Allen will serve as the trigger man here. He surveys the floor, looking to send it in for this Blue Devils offense. He's going to find Stevie Dallas. Dallas dribbles to the logo at midcourt. Now to Chase Allen to the right wing side of Denson. Sends it to a cutting Allen. Heaves it out to an open Noah Travis, and that one caroms off the rim. Rebound taken by Kenneth Scott. Drew Charter works right to left, back the other way. Going to send it up top. There's Haynes. Wide open three, and he knocks it down. Good looking shot by Jaden Haynes. 30-29. Drew's cut it back. to a 1-point ball game after Model had led by 7 after an 8-0 run to start the second half. So that's how they respond. That answers that question. And again, Jacob Travis told me yesterday that there is no quit in this Drew Charter team. They keep coming at you. Noah Travis has got the ball, sends it to the high screen, now down low to Jeremias, tries the reverse layup, wanted the foul, didn't get it. Ball picked up by Kenneth Scott, gonna bang it down low, shot off the glass, good feed from Scott, down low to Torrance Sturdivant, and he knocks down the bucket, getting the finish, and Drew has regained the lead. Transition bucket coming right up. The two-hand flush doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Kenyatta Bennett with the explanation point, and that is going to force a timeout from Jacob Travis. Drew Charter has come back from a 7-point deficit and now leads it 33-30 over the Model Blue Devils with 2:02 left to go in the third quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
Blue Devils opened up the third quarter with an 8-0 run, but Drew Charter answered with an 11-1 run against the Blue Devils to lead it by 3, 33-30. Here's Allen into the paint, puts it up, tries the finger roll to get it through the hoop, misses the shot, but Chase Allen is going to go to the free throw line. Nothing coming easy for the Blue Devils in this basketball game. Of course, you could say the same thing for the other side. This is an amazing matchup of two teams. This is so much fun. Shot is in the air, and that one's going to be through for Chase Allen. He'll get ready for his second of the pair. He's made 3 in a row from the charity stripe, and with that, he cuts it back to a 2-point ball game in favor of Drew Charter. Allen at the free throw line puts up the second, and that one's right through. He's made 4 in a row, and it's a 1-point ball game. Drew Charter on top, 33-32 with 1:43 left to go in the third quarter. Haynes is going to send it over to Bivens. Bivens with the basketball up top, turns, going to give it right back to Haynes. He drives. Now around the perimeter with the basketball, starts to move towards the lane, turns, is going to fire it inside. There's Bennett trying the little floater, misses the shot. Ball's poked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. So it's going to stay with Drew Charter. So we get ready for Gabe Bivens. No. It's going to be Kenyatta Bennett triggering in motion here for Drew Charter. Off the bounce pass inside from... Well, Haynes is going to get the shot. The pass came inside from Bennett. A little tongue-tied there. There's Allen, sends it over to Stevie Dallas. Dallas to the top of the key, going to send it right wing side to Bryson Denson. Model trails by 3. A fire inside pass to Chase Allen. They try to kick it out to the right wing side, but it's picked off by Jaden Haynes. Haynes has got the ball, backs up, now spins around, challenging Chase Allen, turns, bounces it underneath, a backdoor cut. Here's a shot off the glass. He's able to bang it in. Good job by Kenneth Scott staying with that one and getting the bucket. Drew Charter out to a 5-point lead, 37-32. It's a game of runs. That's off the front of the rim. Drew Charter takes the rebound. They'll bring it back the other way. Kenyatta Bennett got the board, gives it off to Haynes. 33 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Drew Charter leads at 37-32, a 5-point lead. The lob to midcourt. They're going to get it over to Kenyatta Bennett. Bennett back over to Jaden Haynes. Haynes is going to send it up top to Bivens. Bivens is going to get over to Bennett. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 14 seconds on the clock. They bounce it underneath, another backdoor cut, no look. They send it up top, 3 ball on the way, a little hesitation, created an open look. They missed the shot. Ball is poked out of bounds. It's coming back to Model. So the Blue Devils trail this 37-32. They get the ball back. Going to have a little bit of pressure here. Chase Allen inbounds the ball. 3 seconds to work with. Stevie Dallas is going to drive, puts up the little runner just before the buzzer, misses the shot, and it comes down to the final quarter of the basketball game with the Model Blue Devils trailing 37-32 here at home against Drew Charter. We're going back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Access that allows me to follow my passion.
Welcome back in, everybody. We're down to the final 8 minutes of this basketball game. The Model Blue Devils opened up the third quarter with an 8-0 run, but they would get outscored the rest of the quarter, I believe 15-1. I was trying to do the math and I ran out of time. But right now, Drew leads this game 37-32, and they've led it at the end of each quarter of the basketball game, despite a lot of lead changes in this game. Here's a shot from three-point land that's going to be missed. Rebound's going to be taken by Drew Charter. They may get another look here on this possession to open up the final quarter of the ball game. Drew Charter with a basketball game. Bennett going to fire it to the free throw line. Shot is going to be missed. Chase Allen picks up the rebound for the Blue Devils and is going to get fouled by number 3, Kenneth Scott. He picks up another one. And again, Drew Charter leads this game 37-32. Thanks for tuning in to High School Hoops here on WLAQ, or if you're watching the live stream tonight, presented by Northwest Georgia Media. We're glad to be with you. Noah Travis across the center court line is going to drive off to that right wing side, gives it over to Stevie Dallas. He's going to try to work around up top. They get it to Noah Travis on the left wing, back out to Stevie. Long range three, and that one caroms over the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by Jaden Haynes. Haynes hesitates as he goes across the midcourt stripe. He's going to drive off towards the far side near the Woodard Gymnasium logo. Now he's going to send it back up top. Now back to Haynes. Haynes has got the ball, backs up. Surveys the floor, is going to lob it over to Bennett on the left wing side. Now back to Haynes. 6:46 left to go in the ball game. Drew Charter 37, Model Blue Devils 32. They send it left wing side to Bennett. Going to drive towards the lob. The low block, ball's not loose, picked up by the Blue Devils. Noah Travis has got the ball, loses it for a second, and there's going to be a foul that's going to go against number 24, I believe, Kenyatta Bennett of Drew Charter. So it's going to stay with the Blue Devils. 6:30 left to go in this one. Drew leads it 37-32. And a substitution already coming into the game for Drew here in the third quarter. It's going to be Kendrick Myers. Checking out of the game is going to be Ty Sellis. Sellis with 2 fouls here in this basketball game. Model set to inbound the ball. Chase Allen's going to find Stevie Dallas at midcourt. Now back to Chase Allen, back over to Dallas. Dallas at the top of the key, and the feed over to Noah Travis on to Riley Chapman. High pressure game, high stakes game. Got to send it to the corner to Riley. Chapman's got it in front of the model bench. Now back out to Stevie Dallas. Winner moves on to the second round of the Sweet 16. Loser, the season is over. Here's a long three ball in the way for Noah Travis. Misses the shot, but he got fouled, so he's got 3 shots coming up. And I cannot tell you how big these free throws are right now. A tremendous amount of pressure here on these shots, no doubt about it. I do not envy the position whatsoever that Travis is in. 37-32. Drew up over the Blue Devils by 5 points. 3 free throws coming up from Noah Travis here, the junior. The first one is through. He'll take a deep breath, get ready for the second one. He knows the gravity of the situation. He's been playing ball for a long time. He knows how crucial it is to have these points at this phase of the game. Second shot is through. Ice water in his veins. Can he get the trifecta here and cut this thing back to a 2-point ball game? Noah Travis with one more coming up with 6:03 left to go in the fourth quarter, and he knocks them all 3 down. Big time free throw shooting right there by that young man, Noah Travis. Here comes Drew Charter back the other way. Drew is up 37-35, a 2-point lead for them. Drew with the basketball, the Eagles have it. They're going to feed it down low. They like those backdoor cuts. Now they try to go back up top. Stolen away. It's a run out. Stevie Dallas is going to lay it in. Big bucket for the Blue Devils. Tie ball game. Drew 37. Model has tied it up with 37. Here we go. 5:30 left to go in the game. Here's a quick jump shot on the other end. In and out. Rebound goes to the Eagles. Here's a try from three-point land. That one bangs high off the rim. And you're going to see Haynes go down and track down his own rebound. Feeds it out to Bennett. Now going to work it around to Myers. Now back over to Haynes. Fans chanting defense. I don't need to tell you, you can hear it. You can hear it all across Floyd County, folks. Right now, Haynes has got it. Going to try to lob it to the left wing side. Great job by Noah Travis deflecting the pass, getting his hands in there and sending that one out of bounds. Disrupting things on defense, the Blue Devils defensively are doing. There's Bennett, the Haynes, open three. Bottoms, he makes it. Jaden Haynes knocks down another one, his third made three of the game. And that was a silencer. It got quiet in here in a hurry. Drew Charter up by 3, 40-37. They're going to send it out to Noah Travis. Had two defenders close in on him immediately. Now he's going to lob it underneath to Hurd. Back out to an open Dallas. Three ball is through. Stevie Dallas knocks down a clutch shot and ties it back up. 40 apiece. Model has tied it back up again. What a ball game. 4:24 left to go. Drew goes baseline with a pass. Sends it back out to Haynes. Haynes at the top of the key. Going to dribble to midcourt. Leaves it off to Kenneth Scott. Scott on the left wing side. Ball's poked free. Knocked out of bounds by Drew Charter. Great defense by the Blue Devils. Stevie Dallas deflected the ball, and it goes off a Drew Charter player and out of bounds. And right now you're seeing Jaden Haynes telling his guys to reel it back in and settle back down. Right now the Blue Devils with this possession can take the lead back. 40 apiece, Blue Devils and Eagles. Noah Travis with the ball in front of the model bench. He's going to lob it underneath to Jeremiah Hurd to a cutting Chase Allen. Goes inside, misses the shot. Rebound is going to go to Drew Charter. Kenneth Scott going to bring it up the floor. Scott across the timeline, feeds it off to Haynes. Haynes in front of the Eagles bench. Haynes going to stop, pops up the three-point shot, banks it in off the glass. Big-time players making big-time shots tonight. 43-40. Drew Charter on top by 3. 3:34 left to go in a ball game. Chase Allen over to Noah Travis. He's doubled up. He's going to work it back up to the top of the key. Back over to Dallas, on to Chase Allen. He surveys the floor, sends it to Noah. Long range three and through! What a bucket from Noah Travis! 43 apiece, we're tied. Coach Bennett's going to call a timeout. 3:15 left to go. We'll take it as well. 43 apiece. I don't need to tell you not to go anywhere, folks. Why would you? We're tied up at 43 apiece. Model and Drew Charter first round of the playoffs. We're back in 30. Locked up at 43 apiece, the Blue Devils and the Eagles. Model taking on Drew Charter out of Atlanta, Georgia. And man, what a ball game this has been. And we are tied up with 3:15 left to go in this game. Drew Charter out of the timeout, getting set to inbound the ball and bring it up the floor. The Blue Devils riding a 14-game win streak. Just capped off the season with back-to-back region championships. They don't want to stop here, but neither does Drew Charter. This is two really good ball teams here in the first round. This is a matchup that shouldn't take place until much later in the tournament. Hate to see either one of these teams get eliminated this early because they are good. Drew Charter with the ball on the left wing side, going to start to drive, now kicks it out. Here's Haynes with two guys in his face, misses the shot, but tracking down the rebound is Drew Charter. Now they're going to try to fling it up to the top of the key. They managed to keep it on their side of the court, but it's stolen away. Blue Devils have it. They get it to Noah Travis. Nearly had his pocket picked, but secured the ball just in time. Stevie Dallas now to Chase Allen. Both teams trying to stay calm in this situation. Noah Travis with the basketball. 2:25 left to go. We're tied up at 43 apiece. Travis has got the ball. Hit a clutch three moments ago to tie this ball game up from long range. Bryson Denson on to Stevie Dallas. Going to drive towards the top of the lane. Leaves it off for Chase Allen. Now to Noah Travis. A contested three, and that one goes in and out. Jeremias has got the ball, though. Tries to bang it in. Misses. Chase Allen gets fouled trying to get the putback. Allen, who's been fired from the free throw line, is going back to the stripe where he's made 4 in a row, and they don't get much bigger than this, folks. We're tied up at 43 apiece. Model Blue Devils and Drew Charter Eagles. 2:04 left to go in the ball game, and Chase Allen at the free throw line. First shot's in the air, and that one is through. Makes it clutch free throw shooting here for the Blue Devils down the stretch. And Chase Allen right now knows that his team needs this free throw. Let's see what happens. Shots in the air, and that one bangs high off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound's going to be taken by Kenyatta Bennett. Bennett brings it up the floor for the Eagles. Going to send it down low. Tries to get the layup, misses the shot. Clutch rebound there by Chase Allen with 1:52 left to go in the ball game and a 1-point Model lead. 44-43 is your score. Allen goes in. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds after the block shot. And that was a clean block, but it's going to stay with the Blue Devils because, again, it sailed out of bounds. Checking into the game, I believe, for the first time for the Eagles is going to be Vincent Cray. We've seen him. We hadn't seen him much. Stevie Dallas lobs it in, nearly stolen away. There is Noah Travis for three, and he knocks it down. Noah Travis showing that leadership and experience. Oh, my goodness. Knocks down another clutch three. Models up by 4. 47-43. On top of that, he's a great young man. Here's a long three on the other end. That's a miss for Haynes. And the Blue Devils get the rebound and the foul. And listen to the fans, folks. Wow, what a ball game. Blue Devils lead at 47-43. We've got 1:19 left to go in the game. And Jeremias Hurd is going back to the charity stripe for the Blue Devils here with an opportunity with 1:19 to put a little bit more distance between the Blue Devils and the Eagles on the scoreboard. And free throws have been clutch here in this fourth quarter, and that is going to rattle off the rim. Off the mark by just a hair. Gets a little encouragement there from Chase Allen and Bryson Denson as Jeremias gets ready for his second free throw of the pair. Second free throw is in the air, and that one bangs hard off the rim. Misses them both. Rebound taken by Torrance Sturdivant. Sturdivant across the timeline for the Blue Devil, or for the Eagles rather. Gives it off to Kenneth Scott. We're going to have a timeout. And thank goodness, because I need my heart rate to go down just a few notches here. 47-43, Blue Devils lead at 1:10 left. Let's step out for 30 seconds.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
Well, the Blue Devils right now in the timeout lead this game 47-43. We're closing in on the 1-minute mark of this game. 1:10 left to go with that Blue Devils 4-point lead. And I got to tell you, Noah Travis with 3 free throws made here in this fourth quarter has knocked down 2 threes as well. His clutch shooting here in the fourth quarter is a big part of the reason the Blue Devils are up right now by 4. And that's what you expect out of your experienced players here on your team. They've been in these really intense situations before, and they know how to handle it with a lot of maturity, no question about it. Wow, 1:05 left to go in the ball game. Blue Devils lead it by 4. Still a lot of time left to go in this one. Not out of the woods yet. Drew Charter's got the ball game. No quitting this team. Scott's going to send it over to Sturdivant. Sturdivant at the top of the key. Gets ready to send it inside, and a big-time turnover right there for Drew Charter as the Blue Devils are going to get the ball back after the pass is going to go out of bounds. So a little bit of a miscue there for the Eagles, and the Blue Devils will try to take advantage. Noah Travis, the lob over to Stevie Dallas. Dallas to Chase Allen. They're going to try to hold the ball a little bit and force this Eagles team to start to foul, and they've been good at the free throw line, the Blue Devils have, so trying to ice this one here. Noah Travis on to Bryson Denson, now on to Stevie Dallas. Dallas on the right wing side, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Noah Travis has got the ball, the feed to Denson, inside to Jeremiah Hurd, backs his way in, misses. Drew Charter's got the ball. They bring it across the timeline, send it up to the top of the key, and that's going to be a blocking foul that's going to go against Stevie Dallas. Certainly did not want to foul there in that situation. 10.6 seconds on the clock. The fans not in love with that call here on the Blue Devils side, and now Coach Travis wants to take a timeout here, make sure everybody's on the same page here in the final seconds of this ball game. So let's take it with them. 10.6 left to go. Model leads at 47-43. Drew Charter has the ball out of the timeout. We're back in 30.
They call it Mo Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mo Day. They call it.
All right, Drew Charter set to trigger it in. 47-43 your score, 10.6 seconds left to go. They got to act quick, and they know it. Bennett with the missed three-point shot. Ball goes out of bounds. The official points and Model's way. The fans can feel it, folks. 5.1 seconds left to go. Noah Travis inbounds the ball and is immediately fouled. And we mentioned to you earlier, his clutch free throw shooting and three-point shooting is a big reason they've got a 4-point lead right now in the ball game. So he's not who you want to go to the free throw line. So good job by the Blue Devils getting the man with a hot hand, the ball in his hands, and he draws the foul. So Noah Travis going to the free throw line here with an opportunity to ice this ball game, and it's probably in the books anyway. First shot's on the way, and it is through. 4 in a row from Noah Travis from the charity stripe here in the fourth quarter. He's been the man of the hour here in the latter part of this basketball game, no doubt about it. Noah with one more coming up, and he knocks it down. 5 made 3 free throws here in the fourth quarter, and the Blue Devils are going to do it, folks. 2.9 seconds left to go, and you will see Drew Charter try to preserve every second. And that is the end of the ball game. A missed three-point shot as Jeremiah Hurd goes to get it at the buzzer, and the Blue Devils are going to lead it at the end of this one by a final score of 49-43 to advance. Oh, how sweet it is. The Blue Devils are going to the Sweet 16. 49-43 your final score. The Blue Devils escape a tough 1-versus-4 matchup here in the first round. We'll send it back to the studio for a timeout. We'll come back for the post-game show after these messages on WLAQ and Northwest Georgia Media.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to say thank you to the following sponsors: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. Thank you to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Access to me means I'm the first one in my family to come to college. Sé el primero.
They call it Mo Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mo Day.
WC Timber has been serving the Northwest Georgia and Northeast Alabama area since 1991. As a complete tree and timber service, WC Timber can handle thinning and clear cutting, tree chipping, stump removal, and storm damage, as well as bucket truck and crane services. For more information, visit them on the web at wctimber.com or give them a call at area code 706-238-1214. WC Timber and Tree Service. Crestview Angus, your source for premium locally raised beef, delivering the finest quality from farm to table. Contact them on Facebook to place your order today.
Well, I tell you what, sometimes when you're talking to head coaches of ball teams ahead of games like this, you never know what kind of information you're getting, if it's going to turn out to be true or if it's just kind of coach speak, trying to make sure that everybody is not taking any opponent for granted. But when Jacob Travis told me yesterday that this was an excellent ball team, it was going to be a tough first-round game and kind of an unusual 1-versus-4 kind of matchup, you could tell that he was really serious, and there's no doubt in that today. That was 100% a factual statement that he made, and it took every bit of what the Blue Devils had to come out the victors in this game. I got to tip my cap to the Drew Charter Eagles and Kenyatta Bennett. Well-coached team, excellent ball club, and they came in here to model in a tough environment and made this a really, really difficult game for the Blue Devils, a really excellent basketball team to overcome. But for the Blue Devils, they have now won 15 games in a row, and they're going on to the Sweet 16. The season is over for Drew Charter, but again, a tip of cap to them for putting on quite a performance tonight. It was a really entertaining ball game, but the Blue Devils win it 49-43. At the end of the first quarter, Drew Charter led it 12-9. At the end of the first half, Drew Charter led it 22-21. At the end of the third quarter, they had built a 5-point lead and led the ball game 37-32. But at the end of the ball game, the Blue Devils would win it 49-43. Here's how the scoring would break down in the ball game. For the Drew Charter Eagles, they would pick up 2 points from Ty Sellis. They would have 13 points from Kenneth Scott, 1 point from Niles Dobson, 4 points from Torrance Sturdivant, 2 points from Kenyatta Bennett, and the leading scorer for them, as is often the case, is Jaden Haynes. He picked up 21 points, including knocking down 5 threes in the ball game. And when you look at that fourth quarter of the ball game, the Blue Devils really came up clutch. They would outscore the Eagles in that quarter 17-6 and really buckled down in that game and got the W. But the Blue Devils would have 4 points from John Mason, 10 points from Stevie Dallas, 3 points from Riley Chapman, 11 points from Chase Allen, 7 points from Jeremiah Hurd. And one of the things we've talked about through the season is it seems like every single game a different guy steps up for this Blue Devils team and has the big game that elevates them to the win. And who was it tonight? In the fourth quarter, there's no doubt it was Noah Travis. He would get to the free throw line fairly early in the fourth quarter after being fouled in the act of shooting a three-point shot, knocked down all free throws in that sequence, had a couple of threes right after that, and then he would knock down 2 more free throws before things were said and done in that fourth quarter to help his team get the victory here and move on to the Sweet 16. Their final score again was Model 49 to Drew's 43. Noah Travis led the way with 14 points. 11 of those points in a clutch fourth quarter. So what a heck of a ball game. It was a great team effort there for the Blue Devils. And again, they had to use everything they had to come out of here with a victory in this one. And they are a 1 seed. So what's going to happen next in the tournament is, no matter what, they will be here at home for the next game, and we'll see when that's going to be. I hope it's going to be on Saturday because the girls play on Friday, and I know the fans would like the opportunity to attend both the games. And right now our plans to go with the girls on Friday, and hopefully the boys will play on Saturday. We'll cover that game. But once everything shakes out, we know when these games are going to be. We'll certainly keep you posted on the WLAQ, Facebook, website, all that kind of stuff. And Northwest Georgia Media will do the same. The opponent coming up in the next round for the Blue Devils is going to be the winner of a tough matchup between Eagles Landing Christian and Union County, and we'll see what happens in that one. But no matter what happens, it's going to be here at Woodard Gymnasium. What else can you say about it? It was a great basketball game, and we hope that you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. We do want to take one more opportunity to thank everybody involved in the broadcast. We're going to start with the sponsors because, just be honest with you, without the sponsors, we couldn't afford to put this project together and put out a quality product here for you. And so without them, we don't have any of this stuff. So we're going to start with the live stream sponsors: Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson Plastic Surgery Specialists, WC Timber, Dogwood Books, Shannon Pharmacy, and Crestview Angus. On the radio side tonight on WLAQ 96.9 FM, 1410 a.m. and online at WLAQ1410.com. Our coverage has been brought to you by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, Sylvan Learning Center, by Avery Drugs, Greens Jewelers, ROC, GNTC, Georgia Northwestern Technical College, Dogwood Books, and by Ware Mechanical. And last but not least, let's recognize the crew. Midcourt cameras tonight: Clay Hardaker, Braden Holder. You've got on sideline cameras Isabella Chafin and Jesse Vitello. Director is Mike Garrett. Replay, Nathan Patterson, and the guru of Northwest Georgia Media. And commentary provided by WLAQ in partnership with Northwest Georgia Media. Lynn Butler back at the studio at the foot of Minalto and doing a great job on the PA tonight, as he always does. Grayson Atkins did a fine job. Well, folks, stay tuned for our next broadcast. Girls are going to play at Banks County coming up at 7 o'clock on Friday. Boys to be determined, but both teams are in the Sweet 16. It's going to put a wrap on our broadcast. We're going to send it over to some Georgia Tech hoops, and they are in progress right now. We'll give you a little bit of an update on that before we get Lynn to send it over there. I'm going to check the score. We may not want to go to it. We're going to go to it, but right now Clemson is up 23 to 15 with 10:49 left to go in the first half of that ball game. So we're going to get a good portion of that game in for you. But anyway, for Lynn Butler back at the studio, we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be back with you later on this week. And with that said, I'm Matt Davis with play-by-play coverage here of Model Hoops. And for my mom, who's been my technical advisor tonight and sitting back beside me here at Woodard Gymnasium, who is a Blue Devil alum, very proud, loves to be at these basketball games. We appreciate everybody listening, and we'll talk to you coming up on Friday with some more Model Hoops on WLAQ. So long, everybody. Have a great night. Go Blue Devils. They win it tonight, 49-43.